There's like some kid out there, he was asking me to buy something for him, and he like tried to grab my wallet, and she was just like, oh my gosh.
Don't buy this product. Super addictive, super bad.
The serving size is 1 bottle per day, but I was drinking between 9 to 12 of them at the height.
I don't know, maybe I'm crazy for saying this, but like, you're really just like making me want to try it at this point.
I'm Gen Z, bro. Y'all are crazy.
Oh no!
This wall. The anti-Delulu Dead members picked the color. Let them know in the comment section how they did. The horns, they've always been there. Always been there. Nothing new. And I'm also standing. New table. I have a BTS for all my members. If you haven't watched it, make sure you go watch that video I posted on Monday. There's been changes around here. Anyway, let's get into the video. Going down the rabbit hole and finding out about this drink that a lot of people call the 5-hour energy drink and realizing it's nothing compared to the 5-hour energy drink. This should not be called feel free. This should be called feel trapped, feel discombobulated, feel addicted, because that's what it that's what it gives you. They ain't gonna tell you that. They're gonna tell you it's habit forming. And I know it's a marketing strategy, so don't come for me. I'm just telling you what I've seen. Just because something is labeled as natural doesn't mean it's not addicting. I think that's gonna be the lesson of this entire video.
Something truly disturbing just happened to me. I just stopped for gas on my way home, and while I was there, I wanted a beverage, so I went to go inside. So as I'm walking in, I am approached by a child. I mean, this kid, he was maybe 14 years old, and he comes up to me and he says, hey, can you buy me some feel free? I didn't understand what he was talking about, but I said, do you need food or something? And he said, no, I need feel free. And I was like, I'm sorry, no. And this young kid lunged at me and tried to take my wallet out of my hand. I grabbed it really fast and I just went inside. I go inside, I grab my drink, I go up to the cashier and I was like, hey, just so you know, there's like some kid out there, he was asking me to buy something for him, and he like tried to grab my wallet, and she was just like, oh my gosh, it's this. And she pointed to this little blue bottle on the counter that I've never seen before. Looks like that. And I was like, oh, what's that? Like a 5-hour energy? And she was like, no, this stuff is so sad. I have people coming in here 5-6 times a day to get this. It's so addictive. And people lose their minds. People act like actual crackheads, or like they have heroin addictions over this little drink. So I get home and I look into this. People are literally going to rehab over this drink that is legal in most states in the US, that is sold at gas stations.
I went to my local gas station and I was searching for this drink. I thought it was gonna be in the 5-hour energy because a lot of people are saying it's like 5-hour energy drink, but no, it was behind the counter. On the label, it states adults 21 plus only. Now, before this, around 2024, if I'm not mistaken, the FDA cracked down on their location in Oklahoma, Botanics, and they were pretty much saying, your thing is not safe for people that are 18. Let's start with the founder. He mentions that years back, he went on a few life-changing trips to the South Pacific and Southeast Asia, where he discovered powerful ancient plants. After discovering the power of these plants, he was inspired to create herbal solutions to help him feel his best every single day. And he spent years experimenting with natural ingredients, and in 2020 he found the perfect blend, and that's how Botanic Tonics was born. It almost seems like the Powerpuff Girls: sugar, spice, and everything bad. This is what it's gonna create. Now, kava is a natural plant, but just because something is natural doesn't mean it's not addicting. Kava is also a depressant, which means it slows down the messages traveling between the brain as well as the body. And kratom is a tropical tree native to Southeast Asia. Consumption of its leaves proves both stimulant effects in low doses as well as sedative effects in high doses, and can lead to psychotic symptoms and physiological dependence. Kratom leaves contain 2 major psychoactive ingredients. These leaves are crushed and then smoked, brewed with tea, or placed into gel capsules. If you go to your local store, smoke shop, they sell kratom in packs. I'm talking actual packs of these things. Now, the people addicted to this feel free will tell you a lot of things, but the people that have gone through and are fighting for their lives in recovery will tell you that this little drink resembles heroin to them, resembles Xan, any sort of bad that you can think of. This boy has all of that. Now think about it this way. You have your foot on the accelerate as well as the brake. That is exactly what this drink has going in your system. The kava is calming. It gives you a sense of euphoria. It makes you just relax. And then here comes Kratom, bumping music, raising your nerve system, raising your anxiety. So is it suppressing or what is it doing? If you are already in a depressive state and you consume this, I honestly believe that we may lose you on this earth, unfortunately, because of this. Labeling was different before the FDA cracked down on these people. The directions tell you to only take 1 ounce, half a bottle by mouth at a time. Do not exceed 2 ounces, which is the entire bottle, in a 24-hour period. I don't know about you, but you can put directions on there, but people are always going to misuse a product, especially if it has habit forming, as they say, qualities. They compare the Feel Free to alcohol as well as coffee. Alcohol, I'll give you that. It can get addicting. Coffee, I'll give you that. It can get addicting. But you can drink a lot of coffee and still be fine. You drink more than 2 probably of these in a day, you're gonna wish you never did. And I hate that it's marketed as an alcohol alternative and it's to help people that are trying to recover, stop drinking and drink this instead. But this is another whammy that you're gonna have to deal with because this will be addicting. There are people out there that are drinking 10 bottles. And you know what? I'll say it right now before I forget. If you are an adult and you have to give your ID, then you know it's not 5-hour energy. My concern is with the kids. The TikTok we heard of the kid pretty much acting like a crackhead, that is exactly how it has the kids. So if anything, this message is for the parents of kids. Please be warned, if you see your child with this, educate them on the dangers of it. Ask how they were able to get this product because I can see in the future adults selling this to children. This is also advertised in colleges, so please just be warned. Trigger warning, this next video is of a guy going through the withdrawals of Feel Free, and if you cannot watch that, make sure you hit this timestamp right here and it will take you to the next video that we're going to be watching. The video we're about to watch is from the creator Leb Goat, and he says, granted I put myself in this situation, I also got away from the situation with the help of my loved ones. We do recover.
Johnny, no. No. Here, watch out. Let me get on there. You're all right, baby. Back down.
Now that was Johnny going through withdrawals, and he was 8 years sober and he fell back because of Feel Free. He does take accountability for his actions. Like I said, you're the one that is misusing the product, but I still think it just sucks that this is labeled as an alcohol alternative when in reality it's sending you into deeper hells than you may have imagined. Someone commented on his video that we just watched, how much were you taking? I just recently quit a 2-a-day habit. Extremely difficult time falling asleep, but otherwise okay. This is the 3rd time now I've quit. Never again.
So literally I was up in the product. I was taking like 10 a day almost, pretty much a case a day. It was ridiculous. And then every time you quit, the withdrawals get worse.
10 a day. Half of this is the recommended a day. But if you really need to, they say you can take the whole bottle in a 24-hour period. Now 10, also for the price, this, at least for me, I paid $9.73 total. So how much more? 10 of these for 7 days, all month long. That is a lot. The next video we're about to watch, again, it is withdrawals. He is on day 2 of trying to get away from this drink.
No, too much of a struggle.
Alright, so I've been sober 8 years from heroin and methamphetamine. I was an IV user. The lady came in, tried to sell this product. When I tried it, I tried 1 bottle, and it gave me a feeling. It made my body warm. It made me feel like I literally just did some heroin. It was crazy. So because of that, I think that's what drew me to it. Your body got crazy. Your tongue got numb. Your vision, your eyes started to wobble a little bit. So right after that, that was it. That was it for me. I was hooked. So what started off as 1 bottle went to 2, 3, 4, 5. Next thing you know, I'm down in almost a case a day. It was Just so bad.
Feel Free 101. So my name is Jasmine. I was addicted to the little blue bottles called Feel Free Botanic Tonics. They're little 2-ounce bottles. The serving size is 1 bottle per day, but I was drinking between 9 to 12 of them at the height of my addiction to them. And the reason they are so addictive and so many people are becoming hooked on them is because they have a similar effect on your brain as opioids do, and it's becoming more and more of a problem. So I want to educate and speak out about these. So these are the ingredients in this product, and I wholeheartedly believe that it is something about this specific product and the way that it is formulated that makes it so addictive.
It's the blend. I don't think they're supposed to be blended together. Actually, I know they shouldn't be blended together, because even if you're respecting the tradition, kava is drank on its own.
And the reason these ingredients are legal is because it's something that is not regulated. A lot of people don't know about them. There's not a lot of education around them. People often think it's similar to something like coffee or matcha, and it is absolutely not.
And one thing I didn't mention on the website, they give you options. They tell you if you aren't able to drink this drink as is, you can put it in your matcha, you can put it in a lemonade. And I see how somebody can be addicted to this. More people need to speak about this drink because it doesn't look like it's dangerous.
And to give you some more context of how addictive these things can be, this is often what it is referred to because they're sold in gas stations, CBD stores, and the only requirement is you have to be 21 or older. And that wasn't even the case a few years ago. I remember buying them and there was no age requirement, which is terrifying because that meant that kids could come in and buy them. If you look at the social media accounts for this product, all of their comments are turned off, and that's for a reason. So yeah, please be careful. Always educate yourself about ingredients. I wish I would have sooner, but yeah, that's basically what these things are.
I almost missed it with the other guy, but he said that a lady sold it to him. And so, like I mentioned, your kids can get exposed to Feel Free. Kids in colleges use Feel Free to study. Caption of this video says, "Praying this is my last one. Warning, do not try this product."
So I'm here in my car with a little warning for everyone about this evil product. This is not a promotion. This is an anti-promotion. Sorry, I kind of look like crap. I've been addicted to these for a while. They have 7-hydroxymetragenine, which is an active alkaloid of kratom. I'm having one today, and I'm hoping this is my last one. You know, the psychological justness of the craving, it's so intense. And literally this morning, just going back and forth, fighting with myself, thinking about like, oh, am I gonna go get one? Am I not gonna go get one? And I've been taking the pills. They sell these in packets of pills, and those are a little bit less addictive because this doesn't get all... It's so shameful. Don't buy this product. Super addictive, super bad. Don't try it.
If you've never gone through any form of addiction, then you truly will not understand how much of a battle addiction can be. Even him opening that bottle, knowing that it's bad for you, that's just how bad addiction is. And honestly, if you need help, please get the help you need. And if you deal with somebody that has some sort of addiction, unfortunately, if you don't know, I'll tell you right now, you cannot help them unless they want to help themselves. It is a battle. And so I want to reiterate the dangers of kratom. It gives you the same effects as all the other drugs that you know. It is not good for adults of any age, and it is definitely not good for the youth. We already have a Fenty problem. Don't let your kids get close to this. Addiction truly feels like your brain is hijacking you, and it puts priorities such as your family, food, basic necessities in general, all in the backseat, and it tells you that, for example, this is all you need. And that is the damaging part about addiction. It hurts you, and it hurts the people close to you even more. And you get to get your little high every now and again, but guess who has to deal with you? Your family. And sometimes your family can't even stand you. But I digress.
Is anyone else on the side of TikTok where they're talking about the Feel Free, like, botanic, kratom, and kava drinks? Because I am. And let me just say, like, you guys aren't doing a good job of, like, selling people against not drinking it. That's all I'm gonna say. I didn't even know what this drink was, but now that I'm seeing like video after video and people talking about how they were like so addicted to it and how it like made them feel like so euphoric and all this stuff, I'm like, I don't know, maybe I'm crazy for saying this, but like you're really just like making me want to try it at this point. Like before I saw all these videos, I had no idea what this drink was. Wasn't even a thought on my mind, but now I'm like, I feel like for science I have to try this drink. Like reverse psychology, reverse marketing. All you guys are doing by spreading awareness is making me want to try it more. I can't be the only one.
I get where she's coming from, but at the same time, considering a lot of things that are spread for awareness, this is an incredibly dumb take. And I would not have taken the camera to say that. You have ads about a lot of things that warn you against taking certain things. And if you decide as an adult that, you know what, the videos that I'm seeing on TikTok of people having these crazy withdrawals, I think I want to try it. That is absolutely blowing my mind. That is stupid behavior. And please do not be like her. No attack on you, but we got to do better. We have to do better. I'm sure there's kids in that comment section saying, I can relate, I want to try it too. Awareness is there to keep people in the loop, to keep people educated, to keep people safe. At least now, if you make the stupid decision to actually take Feel Free or take any other habit forming substance, then you know what you're putting yourself into.
Okay, I just saw this video about Feel Free drinks. I literally don't even know what it is. And people are talking about how it's really addictive, and that's very sad. Yes, this may be a crazy take, but why do I kind of want to try one, just one. Like, I'm not trying to drink 8 a day, but then I'm like, is this how people got addicted? Like, I don't know. Like, people are literally going to rehab for this, but just one little lick won't hurt, right? Like, I don't know.
I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I forget I'm Gen Z. I'm Gen Z, bro. Y'all are crazy. Once again, a stupid take. Would not recommend. We have awareness for other things. Do y'all want to do that too? Now, there are 2 things that I realized when I went down their website. One is that the FDA definitely cracked down on them. And secondly is that they are trying by any means necessary to shape this into something beautiful, when really it's a wolf in sheep's clothing. Is this a herbal drink? Yes, it is. Is it natural? Yes, it is. Is it safe? In small doses, maybe. But even people in the South Pacific and the Southeast Asia don't mix the kava and the kratom together. You'll see things as focus on what's important, that is their core belief, respect tradition. We believe that magic of kava isn't just in the properties of the plant, it's the people who have grown and enjoyed it thousands of years. So we pay homage to and celebrate the indigenous farmers we work with and source from. They'll crack down on the kava, but when it comes to the kratom, they're very hush-hush because they know what they're doing is wrong. And I know people may argue, oh, a lot of people drink alcohol and all of this stuff. Just because a lot of people do it doesn't mean it's okay for us to produce even more problems. The caption of this next video says, this has to be the devil trying to work on me.
Okay, get ready for a jump scare because I have a lot to show y'all and a lot to talk about because this is some bull. Look at this. Look at this. Kratom and kava drinks are the devil. Look at this. That's what the I get for sitting there saying I'm never going to drink them again. I went and I drank another one of those Feel Free Botanics and look at this. It's been worse. This is day 2 of the swelling. Look at this.
Honestly, I'm not a doctor or anything, but that just looks like a bad reaction, a bad allergy that you got from either kava or kratom.
So I've been taking pictures since I felt my face getting swollen. That was the first one. This is the second one. This was just over a quick 5-hour time frame as it got worse and worse. And I didn't even look like the same person. Today, that's what it's looking like. It's getting a little better, but not that much. Be safe.
Saved my life. So I went to the gas station to pick up a treat and I picked up this thing because it said focus, energy. I take it to the register and the cashier asks for my ID and I pay for my things and I asked him, hey, is there alcohol in this? He says, no, but you have to be over 21. I'm like, oh, okay, weird. He says, do you know what that is? I'm like, no, but it says energy. Is it like a Red Bull in a 5-hour energy can? He says, yes, but it's different. Be careful. So I hurry home and Google it. Safe to say, I won't be trying this.
Feel Free almost killed me several times. And I am so glad that people are finally speaking up about this because it ruined my life for almost 10 years. I have never struggled with addiction personally, but I have definitely struggled with addiction personally. My partner became addicted to kratom in 2017, maybe even 2016. It's terrible because it's advertised as this natural supplement that can help you and improve your mood or increase productivity, the natural Adderall, if you will. But it is extremely addictive, and I witnessed my former partner go into psychosis from it and spend thousands and thousands of dollars on it. Now it's everywhere. It used to just be in smoke shops, and it doesn't matter if it's powder, capsule, a tonic. It is all dangerous, and it can get really scary. I almost died because of this, not from taking it myself, but from my former partner becoming so violently angry when he was confronted about taking it. And I tried everything to get him to stop, for the sake of our relationship, for the sake of our children, for the sake of his health. There have been deaths reported as a result of overuse. It's not something to take lightly. Parents need to make sure that their children stay away from these things. It can ruin people completely, just as easily as other hard drugs. It's highly addictive. And it also interacts with psychiatric medications. So if you're already taking medications, it can completely destroy you. There were times that I walked in on my ex and he couldn't even figure out how to pull up his pants or zip and button them. He couldn't speak. It was like his brain had turned to mush and everything that was coming out was gibberish. And no matter how hard he tried, he just could not speak and form coherent sentences. Like words in general were not coming out of his mouth. It is extremely scary. Please do not take kratom. Do not take the feel-free tonics. Do not. Natural doesn't mean safe, and it doesn't mean good. Thank you for listening.
And if Botanics, the people that created kratom, have their comments off, then you know why. You're probably avoiding questions or avoiding future or potential customers from seeing people being curious about what is put in there, or seeing people warning people about your brand. And if you go on their Instagram, you go on their TikTok, you'll see that it is marketed as something just amazing, something calming, something soothing. You'll see the creators there drinking it. It's just dangerous. So if anything, like I said, if you are an adult, there's a reason why things have labels on them. So please drink responsibly. If you are a child, do not take this. And why did I buy Feel Free? I'll be making a short in the future, so just stay tuned. In the meantime, I will see you guys next time. But before you go, thank you so much to all my Anti-Delulu Den members for picking this wall. Honestly, I love it and I appreciate y'all's feedback. And if you would like to be an Anti-Delulu Den member and you're not on your last oodles and noodles, then make sure to hit that join button. And if you are, sit back and relax. The videos will come. And for the members, enjoy early access. I'll see y'all next time.